sent into the Anaheim zone. Hard around Troy Terry, waits for it at the blue line. Nice little pass. Karlsson has a lot of room. Drops it off. Mintyukov shot kicked out by Stolarz, who moves back to his right and turns away the rebound from Kreider. Now John Karlsson snaps one over top of the net, and as it comes around, Granlund's able to keep at the line. Half a minute to go in the two-man advantage. Karlsson for Granlund again. His wrist shot off the goalpost. Recovered again by Gauthier. Brings it to the high slot. His pass off a stick. Pops in the air. Leo Carlsson double teamed. Wins the puck back. Granlund across. John Karlsson turned away on the one-timer by Stolarz. Zellweger moves it down low, and it's a quick little play to the middle of the ice by the Leafs. It's intercepted by Karlsson, only to have that knocked away, and Zellweger on his horse to get it. Back in comes Troy Terry. Great pass across, and Leo Carlsson scores. The Ducks strike first.
And headman's the puck. Look at all the white shirts going towards Zellweger. Troy Terry comes up with the puck. And that's a tap in for Leo Carlsson. Great read by Troy Terry to find Leo Carlsson. He is wide open. Kreider, by going to the net, forces Stecher to follow him all the way down to the goal crease. That opens up the pass.
Benoit Olivier Groulx part of their penalty kill, just recalled today by the Maple Leafs from the American League. He coughs it up in the slot, and Kreider fires it wide. That's an emergency recall. And there's a shot from Gauthier that gets through Stolarz.
This fools Anthony Stolarz. May have been screened. Jake McCabe is in front of Anthony Stolarz. Kreider just misses. The puck comes back to Gauthier. And it may have gone off of McCabe and just changed direction. I don't know. That looks to me like it just goes straight in and through Anthony Stolarz. Not a good goal for him to give up.
Nylander again, as the Leafs are able to keep it in the zone, and this means the penalty killers are tired. One-timer from Nylander, handled by Husso, and Tavares converts the rebound. Well, the old guy can still play.
He sure can, and he's what I call a really honest player. A lot of his goals down around this area of the ice. Got a nose for the net. He knows what to do with it when that puck gets on his stick. And John, you know what? It's not a good penalty for Jeffrey Vial to take in this circumstance. You know, 200 feet from your own net.
Brandon Carlo's going to get beaten to this puck by Troy Terry. A couple of Colorado natives going at it there. Karlsson trying to move it into the high slot. Comes to Kreider, and down on his knees quickly. Stolarz keeps it out. 2-1 Ducks as Benoit can't keep up the boards, and Karlsson gallops the other way. Kreider for Terry down the slot. Fights through a couple stick checks off of Stolarz, and Kreider couldn't get to the rebound. Back to Karlsson, little two-man game as they overload the left side of the zone. Terry through the seam behind Granlund. Big one-time blast by Karlsson, kicked out by Stolarz. Caught by Terry, but his blind pass to the middle of the ice doesn't find anyone in orange. Nylander the other way, drops it off Tavares. One more drop pass. Husso makes one save, and then a second from below the goal line. Blind backhand pass behind the back, and he lives to talk about it as Groulx put it on net. Leafs changing, and they turn it over at the line. Killorn ahead for Granlund. He's in on a break. Save Stolarz.
Oh, that's a big-time stop by Anthony Stolarz.
The Ducks had a season-high 41 penalty minutes in the loss in Toronto. Saucer pass across, and Husso with an acrobatic-looking save. Works the left wing half wall. Karlsson will go across. Leo gives it down low. He's taking the spot of Cutter Gauthier, trying to stuff it as Kreider. Toronto's 1-for-1 on the power play. Their only goal came with the extra man. And now Seneca sails it ahead. Here's a shorthanded rush. John Karlsson scores! What a shot. As if he hasn't done enough since he came over from the Capitals. The Ducks lead is 2 once again.
Oh, what a shot. And what a great outlet pass this was to spring the Ducks on an outnumbered attack. Here's a look at it. Watch this pass right here by Beckett Seneca. Aerial pass that lands flat. Lacombe does a great job of controlling that. And it's just a quick little snap of the wrist by Karlsson. And man, that shot is perfect. The right-hander goes over the glove of the goaltender.
11th of the season in this Toronto man advantage. Just under 5 to go in the second. Nylander, like a hot knife through butter. Washy on the draw against Robertson. They both go down. The Leafs come away with it, and Grew rips it on net. Kick to the slot by Husso, and covered up by Ian Moore. Ducks able to get it out, and right through the middle of the ice, here comes Ian Moore. Pokes it as he dives and goes into the boards. Stolar's got a little piece of it. Tavares, always been great in the face-off circle, wins that one. Cowan spins it over for Ekman-Larsson. Nyes brings it out high. Nylander right on the goal line. Matthew Nyes lets it go. He scores.
Screen in front, and you could tell that Billy Husso could not see this shot. And so 2 power play goals for Toronto, and they are right back in this.
Now it was Cowan who was parked in front.
Yep, and he does a good job of screening the goaltender. Billy Husso looks around him, and at the very last second, you could see the late range. Good news, John, is that we've seen Leo Carlsson come back to the bench. We haven't seen him play a shift yet.
Leafs control. Cowan is stopped by Husso. Lacombe with it there. Killorn and Benoit still entangled as Lacombe drives right to the net and then makes a pass over, and that's turned away by Stolarz off the stick of Granlund. Granlund hitting the corner by Ekman-Larsson. Ducks get the puck back and trying to sneak it through. Unsuccessfully as Seneca. Partial break. Robertson ties the game. Excuse me, it's Nylander.
Some spidey sense about you when you're handling the puck out near the blue line, especially when your team has the lead. Seneca turns it over, and away goes the most dangerous man wearing a white jersey. And Nylander drifts it home with a quick wrist shot, and
has it knocked away from him by Jeffrey Viel. It squirts loose in the high slot. McTavish puts it into space for Palin. Here comes Ryan Palin. Save Stolarz. Easton Cowan out of the box. And he'll take that lead pass out of the zone for Tavares. On right wing, Nylander finds the trailer. Morgan Rielly scores.
Well, Morgan Rielly, you talked about him, John, and what a good game he has had. It's Nylander and Tavares again, and watch Tavares drive the middle lane, and the Ducks on the back check. Man, oh man, Morgan Rielly just skates past everybody, gets into the middle, and just like that, it's a shocker as the Leafs come back to take a lead. And
Morgan Rielly has led the Toronto Maple Leafs defense in goals 7 different times. He leads them again this season. That's his 10th of the year. Leo Carlsson on right wing. Stutter step. Poked off his stick. Husso to the bench. 6 attackers as Trouba got it on net. And Carlsson scores on the rebound.
oh my
Leo comes through.
goodness. What a goal for the Ducks. And the Ducks again score late. How many times this season have they been able to get it done late in hockey games? Rolling puck, high glove. Leo Carlsson hits his target.
His 2nd of the game, his 26th of the season. The Leafs are 7-9. Nylander and Tavares start from back in the Toronto zone.
Got a forward back.
Here comes Tavares, takes the shot that goes wide, and Nylander collects the carom. Leo Carlsson, who goes straight to the Anaheim bench while Trouba holds and stretches it ahead. Here's Killorn 2-on-1 off the bench with Washy. Tim Washy makes a move. What a pad save by Stolarz!
What a stop!
And Stolarz is hurt. He collided with Washy, sneaks it across the zone, and Tavares slaps it ahead. Here's Nylander behind the defense, protects the puck. Forehand shot turned away by Husso, who quickly moves it up. Carlsson finds Granlund 2-on-1 with Poehling. He's got a man off the bench. His pass ricochets off of Riley wide of the net. Poehling now hangs onto it as he gives it to Lacombe, who keeps it in the zone. Finds Granlund, and that was just tipped away by Riley, who came back, and that changed the angle for Granlund.
It is just hectic out here. I'm looking at Michael Nylander, John. He is trapped, and he is standing straight up. He's got nothing left in those legs.
Granlund drops it off for Carlsson off the bench, pulls it in, skates right into the goal crease, and it's covered by Stolarz.
What a stop. What a stop by Stolarz again.
Leafs through center. It's Tavares into the zone. Little drop pass for Easton Count. He's got a man coming off the bench. Morgan Riley scores! He sets up Tavares at the far post.
That's a great play. John Tavares, what a game for Tavares. He gets the game winner in OT. Second point. They had their opportunities in overtime. A nice pass. A couple of nice plays to set up that game winner. And there's the redirect by John Tavares.